Hello. I've got Essentials 2014 open, and I just opened one of the stock sample plans. And the question that was applied to me is, how do you do screen captures? Well, the most obvious way, once you've got something on screen, is to go to File, Export, Picture. File, Export, Picture. Left click. And then you get this export picture dialog. I haven't done this for a while, so don't be surprised if I get tripped up a little bit. I want to put this on my desktop. It opened by default to my documents. I don't want it to my documents, so I'm going to select someplace else for this to be deposited. I'm going to put it on my desktop. And you'll notice that these are the file extensions that you can save a picture to. JPEG, two different kinds of JPEG, bitmap, Windows BMP, portable network graphics, TIFF, and TIFF. Okay, the most common ones JPEG or JPEG. I normally use JPG. If you want to know the difference between these, look them up on the net. We'll call this test.jpg. Okay. We'll click Save. Now I'm going to minimize Essentials, and we'll find that file. There it is right there on my desktop. Now, every Windows computer ships with a program called Paint. I rarely ever use Paint, but it's right here. I use an old version of Paint Shop Pro right here. But just to keep it simple, I'm going to use Paint. We'll open Paint, left click, and Paint is under Accessories usually in terms of finding it. And I'm going to click on, I rarely ever use Paint, so okay, there we go, Open. And then I'm going to navigate using this thing here, this interface, to Desktop, left click, and find there's my file that I made. And see, it's just a snapshot of what was on my Essentials. There's my desktop. There's the Paint photograph. And of course, the desktop in Essentials is potentially a 3D model, and this is just a snapshot of the plan view. That's all it is. Now, the thing about posting these to HomeTalk is the size. I'm going to right-click on this image on my desktop and go to Properties. And you can see that this is the size. It's 117 kilobytes. And I think that was just a lucky happenstance. Let's check that out. I'm going to open my Chrome and go to HomeTalk. I just don't remember what the file. I think it's 100 kilobytes. I think it's 100 kilobytes. Oh, hurry up. Haven't got all day. It's great when I'm making a video, the internet's slow. Okay, here it comes. Now I'm going to go over to Forum. Man, it's slow today. And Q&A. And post new thread. I just don't remember the kilobyte size, so that's the reason I'm doing this. I want to go to, oh yeah, here we go, manage attachments. And let's see, it should say here, you can see I made a bunch of attachments. I don't see it, where is it? Let me click on Add Files. Add file. Then you, of course, use this to navigate to where the file is you want to upload. So I click on Desktop. I got a lot of junk on my desktop, but there's only one test date JPG. Where's that thing? Well, just for grins, Yeah, just for grins. I'm going to select this this file here. It's a megabyte and a third. I know this isn't going to, well, I'll be darned, look at that, it's uploading. I think this is the instruction manual for my cell phone. Wait a minute, there it is. Your file is, 100 kilobytes. See it right there? Your file is 1.35 megabytes, exceeds the forum limit of 100 kilobytes. Okay, now I'm going to cancel it, clear that list, select files, see if I can find that. I just wanted to point that I thought it was 100 kilobytes, but I just didn't remember. There we go. Now this is 117 kilobytes. It's a little bit too large, right? Let's see if I get a warning message here. No, it uploaded. Okay, there's that. Okay, so as long as it's pretty close to 100 kilobytes, it'll go ahead and upload. Now I'm going to cancel out of this because I don't want to post this, but this is how you post it to a forum post. You type in your message up here, and then you click Submit New Thread, and I'm just going to cancel this. Now, what do you do if the image is too large? Well, let's go over here to Paint. I don't remember if Paint has the ability to resize images. I think it does. And the way to reduce the size of the image is to reduce the size of the image. I mean, I'm not being smart. Let's open that thing. Find Test. Okay, here's that same image. And let's say it rejected it at 117 kilobytes. I need to get it under 100 kilobytes. Because sometimes your screen captures will come in 150 kilobytes, and you have to do something. So let's see if I can find a command here. Size. No, that's line size. Resize. Let's try that. Well, I just left-clicked on that. Percentage. Okay. This is fairly straightforward. It's set to percentage. You can set it to pixels. That's a little bit too hard for me to think with. I want to maintain the aspect ratio so that this doesn't get stretched out of shape. And I'm going to change it from 100% to 90%. So I made it 10% smaller. And then we'll go over here and save and close Paint. And I'm going to check that image again. Oh, it got larger. That's not okay. All right. Let me open this thing. Okay, that opened in Photo Viewer. Sorry. Let me open it in Paint. Open Test. It got larger when I resized it. Isn't that funny? I mean, it's not funny. Take it down 50%. It's smaller. And we'll save it. Whenever you make a change, you save the change. And now we'll check the... oh, well, that's weird. Well, that's kind of distressing. Now, I don't use Paint very much. Blast it. Let's go back to Essentials, and we'll do a 3D view. I'm sorry about Paint. Okay, here's a sample plan. We'll go over here. Oh, and another way, we got this export picture. Let me show you another way. This is another way to do this. I'm gonna, on my keyboard, we'll get those big trees in there. I'm gonna hit, on my keyboard, I'm gonna hit Control, Print Screen. Control, hold down Control, and then punch the Print SCRN key. And then you can go over to Paint. And by print screen actually sends that, what's on my screen here, to the Windows clipboard. It's just kind of part of your RAM where things are stored. It's kind of like when you copy paste, when you copy something, it's copied to the Windows clipboard. So I'm going to go to, I don't see the command I want here. Oh, paste, there we go. So that's it. I pasted that from the Windows clipboard in here. Now, I'm not going to save this, or I'm not going to save it. I'm going to go and minimize Windows, Essentials, and I'm going to open PaintShop Pro version 7. This is before Corel bought it. You can see it's JASC, but it's Corel, a bigger company, bought this software later, and now it's Corel. I'm going to go over here to Edit, paste his new image, and using print screen, see I have two monitors, and it copied both of my monitors into an image. So using PaintShop Pro, I would just, when I post my images, I commonly do this. I'll just use a crop tool, Shift R, and I don't want to post a picture of my email client. So there's the picture. Now in PaintShop Pro, I'm going to go over here and look at image information, and that gives the size. It should give it, okay, here it is. It's 3 megabytes. Look at that, 3,585 kilobytes. So in something like Adobe Photoshop or Corel PaintShop Pro, then I would go over here and save this, and I got a choice of file format, so I'm going to choose JPEG, and I'm going to again navigate to my desktop. We'll name this not image 1 but test. I deleted the other one, I believe. Now in most programs, then I'm going to click on options, and I want to optimize this so I can be sure that it'll fit on CheapTalk. Now, if you're emailing it to somebody, as long as it's under 20 megabytes, you don't have to worry about this. But posting to HomeTalk, you needed a specific size, and I'm going to click on Use Wizard, and here I can control the size of the image. So I put that slider there, I'm going to click Next, and then it'll tell me the size. It says too big. So I'm going to go back and reduce the size, or the resolution. Okay, so that lowered it some. I need it right around 100 kilobytes. So I just keep reducing the slider. Yeah, that's just under the limit. Finish. There's test. Save, okay. And then we'll close PaintShop Pro. I like PaintShop Pro because it has a lot more features than a free program like Windows Paint. This is not an expensive program. I think it's $100, something like that, and I use it. And even this old version is still very able and does what I need to do. And I got to save the. See, here's the image here. We'll right-click on it, and you'll see that it's just under 100 kilobytes. That's how I do HomeTalk when I put pictures in and so forth. This is how I can control them under 100 kilobytes. I also have some other image editing programs. These are for Flash. This is for PNG files only, and that's anyway. But sometimes when you work on this all the time like I do, then you just have to learn Windows operating system. You have to learn some other applications and acquire them to get your work done, or get the things done that you want to do. But I thought that I would talk about a little bit about posting imagery. Now, if you're just going to share this with Aunt Martha or somebody, then, and you don't have to, and you're just going to send it by email, then that's quite a bit easier. Let's see, let's hit F6, which will fill the screen. Well, it didn't chopping off the top of the trees. We'll get the tree in. What's a tall tree? Okay, now we got the whole thing in. And we'll just go export picture. We'll call this test-2.jpg. Save. And I'm going to close this. This is about the end of the tutorial. Okay, here's test 2. And this one is, it's under 100 kilobytes. I'm surprised. But when the image is too large, I showed you what you can do in various programs. We didn't get very good results in Paint, but Paint's free. I did much better with, of course, an application I'm more familiar with. But in order to send this via email, it's perfectly fine. Oh, let me show you how to do that. Now I've got Outlook here, Outlook 2007, and if you use something else, I'm sorry. I'm just going to click on New. Come on, I haven't got all day. There we go. And I'm going to send this to one of my own email addresses, c16467 at yahoo.com. Okay. Now, in every email client, whether it's Eudora or Yahoo or Hotmail, there's going to be an attach file command. I'm going to left click on that, and they're mostly the same. There we go, and you get a browser interface. I'm going to go to desktop. Yeah, there's test 2. So I left clicked on it to select it, and then I click on the insert command. There it is. Okay. And then you send it. Put that back on my other monitor. Let's just for fun. Hopefully this won't take too long. The internet seems to be kind of slow today. I'm going to go to, oh yeah, here, my home page. Well, okay, it didn't sign me in. Come on, hurry up. People are waiting. There we go. Okay, I'm going to click on Mail. You can see all these people that are, it looks like that hadn't arrived yet. Well, okay, the internet is not always instantaneous, but it'll show up here because this is where that, did I type in Yahoo or Google? I forget. I think I put in Yahoo. No, that's not it. Anyway, it'll show up here with that attachment, and that's how you send pictures to people and share them via the internet. If that works with photographs, what I showed you about the click on New and attach file. You can attach music files and anything, as long as it's not larger than your email service allows, and you can attach it. And I hope this helps you and some other people. And thank you for your kind attention. Good day.